Hello everyone and welcome back to more Going Local here with Feyenoord. It's the day of a Dutch Cup quarter-final. We're getting through the rounds and hopefully today this will be the year that we actually manage to win it. Because of course, as we saw last time, Ajax are no longer in the competition, which is obviously going to be a huge boost for us. We'll be playing Excelsior Rotterdam, another one of our local rivals in the quarter-final. That's coming up first of all before we play Rangers, a former rival of ours when we were in Scotland, in the Europa League first and second legs of the first knockout round. Should be an interesting one. 2 league games as well, which we will briefly cover as well. 4 league games in the meantime since last time, and it's not quite as prolific as previously. Fewer goals than normal, but still 3 wins and a draw, and the draw is decent against one of the sort of top sides in the division in this season. It's 3 wins against Volendam, Canberra and Twente. All 1-0s, and then a 1-1 with Utrecht away from home. Bertrand Traoré rescuing us late on with an equaliser there. He subsequently has got injured and is out for 9 weeks, so that's really great, isn't it? Really appreciate that one game. Thank you so much. But that has left the Eredivisie table looking like this. Makes for pretty good reading for us at this stage of the season. We're 8 points clear of Ajax. When we drew with Utrecht, Ajax then subsequently drew a game as well, so that sort of worked out quite nicely. 8 points is the gap. It's a pretty good gap to have at this stage. Our goal difference is significantly better than Ajax and indeed anyone else's. So fingers crossed we're on for a second Eredivisie title. If it all goes wrong, it doesn't really matter. The cups are the most important thing. So probably the biggest tie of the quarterfinal has already now happened. Utrecht have beaten PSV after extra time 3-2, which is, well, I mean, they're both sort of in and around each other in the table. PSV probably the strongest side, so they've gone is probably the best outcome for us, I think, although we've obviously just dropped points against Utrecht, so they're a very decent side too. And the other quarterfinals are underway, and they are kind of going sort of as the form book would indicate. Alkmaar beating NEC at the moment, Heerenveen beating PEC Zwolle at the moment as well. Obviously could change, but they're the sides that are most likely to go through, which is sort of not helpful for us, but well, you know, we're going to have to play them at some point, I suppose. But we are up against Excelsior. They are a second tier side. Let's just avoid any sort of slip-ups whatsoever. It's a capacity crowd cross town for this one, and yeah, just no complacency would be good. The team is, as you would expect, really. They're all sort of looking pretty good at the moment. Specken's going to be in goal. Shimika, Senesi, St. Juste, and Kenny's the defence. Cataldi, Davis, and Antonio the midfield. Antonio's recent form has been quite poor. In fact, I need to actually tell him off for that. He's not been great recently. Braff and Dillerson are of course on the wings with Dave Samba up front. Need to see a bit more from him as well. And in the absence of Traoré, I have promoted Kareem Asari to the first team. Decent attributes, actually developed quite nicely in the youth team. He's not quite a natural on the right hand side, but he can probably play there if needs be. And also Balde, who is still unhappy. He still wants to leave, but he's still here, so he can hopefully help out as well. Right, most important game today, really, because this is the thing we really need to win. Obviously, we want to win the Europa League as well if we can. That would be really good too. However, this is the most important thing. We can win the Europa League again down the line with other teams, but we can't win the Dutch Cup if we want to go off to another country, because it's not a competition they play outside of Holland. It's kind of the clues in the name. But so I expect nothing but a win. This should be, if it's anything other than a win, then given how good our form has been this season, last season, it will be a disgrace, because this is a second tier side and also local pride and all that. We should be getting it done. And a free kick for us early on, I think, although it's Cataldi being led away. We appear to be wearing the other shirts. So is this actually for Excelsior? It's the slowest highlight ever. What is this? It's a free kick for Excelsior. They're wearing the same kit as us and they've hit the post. And luckily Specken is alive for the rebound. So not a great start really, especially as Cataldi appears to be hobbling. But yeah, not ideal really. Not what we were looking for. Antonio has won the ball though. He's been told off and he's intercepted the play here. Dilderson looks to slip him back in. He's gone out wide. Has to see if he can find some kind of ball into the area, and he's not. But he has been fouled, potentially. It might be a penalty. We can never really tell. And it's not a penalty. So, great. So, are we saying he dived then? Are you going to book him? You're not booked him. So, what was it then? I mean, Cataldi apparently has pulled his groin, which sounds painful. I'm going to bring on Simons because Cataldi's such a crucial player for us. I don't want him to be out for any length of time if we can avoid it. We're not playing particularly well though. We do have possession of it at the moment though, but we're very deep. I mean, there's a back five for Excelsior at the moment. We need to try and break them down. Samba goes for a long shot. It's easily blocked. This could go very wrong unless we can find a way through. Hopefully from a set piece, perhaps from distance. We need to sort of be a bit smart in our play in terms of how we try and find a way through here. I mean, we're trying to pull them this way and that. Antonio to Braff. He's found Antonio, and well, that's how to do it then, isn't it? Pulling the defenders out of position, and the Brazilian, fresh from his telling off, capitalises with a goal. I was quite worried when I saw how defensive they were being, but the quality tells relatively early on, before the half-hour mark. It's a great move. Brilliant ball from Braff. The vision from him was excellent. The awareness from Antonio as well has helped us out immeasurably, and if we can just get a couple more goals to make it nice and safe, that would certainly ease us into the semi-finals. Savvy Simon's on the ball here. It's given away. It's very poor, very poor. He is, of course, joining PSV on a free transfer in the summer. So, yeah, I mean, we're not staying ourselves, but we wouldn't really miss him. Braffo is a player who will definitely be missed by the fans. Goes close. Brilliant effort from him. Antonio flicking it forwards. It's been cleared straight away to Tom Davis, sort of understated player in this side. Very reliable is Tom Davis. Across to John Joe Kenny. Can he find a good cross in? He can, and it's in. And it's Jaden Braff gets the goal himself. And 2-0. It's looking good. A little bit of a shaky start, but we have found a breakthrough. 2 goals. We are looking nice and solid here against one of our many rivals. We have a lot of rivals. Apparently, another one of our crosstown rivals. Braff steals in. He's onside. It's 2-0. Right, coming forwards in search of a third, which would certainly seal things and help us to take players off nice and early. Antonio's found Dilrosun. He's in. It's a save from the goalkeeper. It certainly seems to be a raucous crowd, and that's a crunching tackle on Dilrosun. He's okay, though. It's not considered to be a foul either. We're still pressing forwards in search of that third goal, which you would hope completely kill any prospect of a comeback, and Braff indeed supplies that third goal. Great ball in from Dilrosun, and Jaden Braff has a second. Pass from Dilrosun, beautiful, beautiful ball in, and Braff with a header past the goalkeeper. This one should be done. I know I'm calling it before half time, but at 3-0, I'm thinking it's going to be okay. Could be 4 before the break. John Joe Kenny across, looking for Samba. He's found Davis, slips into Antonio, Dilrosun, Braff is there, and Braff is denied a hat-trick. Well, this could be 4. Ball given away by a goal kick. Samba with a strike. It's a fierce effort, but the goalkeeper makes amends. Well, as is often been the case this season, this game is pretty much dead after the first half performance. We're searching for a 4th. We've got a 4th, and it's Karim Asare off the bench. His first goal for the club on his debut. A goal from him. Hopefully a sign of things to come. Good ball in from John Joe Kenny. And, it's a great finish from the youngster. Really is. Great little deft header past the goalkeeper. 4-0. We're into the semi-finals. Again, hopefully this time we'll make the final and actually win it. Right, there we go. Lovely stuff. Dominant performance. Never really in doubt. It'd be a big concern if it was. And yeah, semi-finals where we could face Alkmaar or Heerenveen, who have both unsurprisingly made it through. Cataldi's going to be out for 4 days, which is not ideal, but he should still be okay for the Europa League matches at least. Right, semi-final draw, pretty tough lineup. Obviously, no Ajax and no PSV is always a plus, but Alkmaar still there, Utrecht is still there, and Heerenveen, who have caused us issues as well. I just want to be at home. Can we just be at home? That would be good. We are at home. I don't even mind who we get. Probably avoid Alkmaar, but as long as we're at home, I'm feeling confident. We get Utrecht. Okay, Alkmaar will play Heerenveen, which is interesting. We'll have to take that, really. We'll have to take that. Heerenveen probably would have been the most straightforward opposition, but as long as we're at home, I'm relatively confident. Well, we played Sparta Rotterdam in the league game in the middle, and it was a 3-0 win. Excellent performance, keeps our 8-point lead at the top. Okay then, first leg against Rangers, we're the home side in this one, which is not really the way I'd like it, but as long as we just sort of don't concede, then that should be okay. Team is looking as you would expect. Let's get into it. Obviously, it's been a while since we've played them. We did get very sick of playing them when we were in charge of Celtic, because it was sort of every other game, really. It was 6 games a season, because we played them 4 times in the league, and then we had to play them in pretty much every single cup. So, yeah. But I expect nothing but a win, and we are considerably better than Rangers. We were better as Celtic manager. We're better at Feyenoord as well. Steven Gerrard is still in charge of Rangers, so his career has stalled massively, you would say. But yeah, let's just see if we can get this one done. This should be hopefully quite a good result. Or maybe not. First highlight seems to be Rangers, but Davis intercepts initially. Dilrosun's trying to get there. He does get there. So hopefully it is now actually just a counter for us. Great work from Dilrosun. Beautiful work by Dilrosun. Finds Braff, and Jaden Braff has scored an outstanding goal. I thought it was going wide, but in off the post. Counter-attacking football at its very, very best. We capitalise on the mistake by Rangers. It's an incredible run from Dilrosun. The control he has here as he's dribbling through to find Braff as well. It's a beautiful pass. The finish is perfection. In off the post, over the goal line. What a start. Really was an absolutely beautiful goal. Let's see if we can extend the lead. Get a nice big lead. None conceded. That would certainly make the second leg a lot more straightforward. Samba out on the left hand side. He's been forced a little bit wide. Goes inside to Antonio. Cuts inside. Can he take the strike shot on? He does. Straight down the goalkeeper's throat. Not many players in this Rangers side who were there when we were there, apart from Connor Goldson, really. Otherwise, more or less, a complete change around. Dilrosun with the cross in, and Braff is over this time. Dilrosun into Davis, goes for the strike, and Tom Davis is not far away. Could have been 2 before the break. Still might be 2, still might be 1-1. Jatta heads it on. He was there before. They've also got Joel Arabo. He was still there as well. So, you know, there's some familiar faces. Anyway, Shimikas pressing onwards to Braff. Antonio, lots of room for him to run into, and lots of options ahead of him. Dilrosun is initially blocked, but we're still able to work it. Gets it back again, and he gives it 2 goals for us. What a strike from Dilrosun. He got the beautiful assist first time round, and now a beautiful goal for himself. He is one of the best free transfers I have ever made on Football Manager. He has been so consistently good. So consistently good in terms of scoring. I mean, last season he broke into the team, did well. This year, he has been brilliant. Really good. I shouldn't say these things because he'll now be terrible or get injured. And that was that. What a dominant display in the first leg. Not many highlights towards the end. Rangers had barely a kick. They didn't have a shot until late on. And yeah, total domination. It would have been nice to get quite a few more, but at least no goals conceded. That's the most important thing. 2-0. We're definitely in the box seat when it comes to the second leg. Good performance. And we played FC Emmen as well. It was a 1-0 win. Very boring, but you know, we got the job done, keeping that gap at the top, keeping our title challenge going. And well, great result for us, and terrible result for Ajax, who have somehow managed to lose 1-0 to Pex Vol, a 91st minute winner from Pex Vol. Massive result for them. Massive result for them. Only their 5th win of the season. It gets them into the out of the immediate relegation places. Huge result for them and us. We move 11 points clear. And apparently the second leg against Rangers is our 300th game in management, which is a pretty good way to mark it. And we're apparently listed as talented, which, you know, I think is justified. Right, no complacency allowed in this one. Obviously, no away goal for them. Any goals we get here at Ibrox would be very good indeed. Hopefully get us through. Obviously, the fact we're playing in the first knockout round at all is a bit annoying, but you have to if you come out from the Champions League. It just means, you know, we got the whole extra round to get through if we want to make it to the final. But anyway, this one is looking pretty good, and Ibrox packed. Of course, my old friend Steven Gerrard, old enemy Steven Gerrard, they're on the touchline. But let's just see this one out comfortably and make it through to the second knockout round. I said comfortably, you know, comfortably. Well, that's what I like to see. Given away by Rangers again, sloppy from them. Dilrosun off to Samba, Antonio into Dilrosun, and he should have buried that one. Still plenty of time for us to maybe throw it away. A goal for Rangers obviously will change the complexion of the tie, and I really would like, if Dilrosun had scored there, then that would probably, you'd say, be that. But if Rangers could score here, they've got a chance. It's been pulled back and it's been put in to the goal. No, what a save from Specken. Unbelievable save. That was ridiculous. How did he keep that one out? Absolutely incredible save. The reflexes on Specken there to deny Jatta. I don't think the text commentary really understood how good that was. We've cleared it down the field again. Dilroson's it again. He dodges the challenge. Dilroson's in, and Dilrosun is again so close. It's a brilliant save by the Rangers goalkeeper this time. Cataldi with the corner in. This would be good if it could go in. Senesi is not far away. Well, dramatic first half, but still 0-0. Chances are plenty for both sides. I am pleased with how we're doing though. Speckin's rating, he's on a 6.7, which I think is ridiculous given the save he pulled. It was outstanding. 61 minutes gone. We are, well, I don't want to say we're holding on. We are holding on in the sense of we're 2-0 up, and this would be fine if the game ended like this. But Braff is racing across the pitch, fully crossfield run from Braff, still going. Can he find anyone to support him? It's blocked. It's blocked again. Dilroson's effort was deflected wide. Dilroson could really have had a hat-trick. Cataldi with a corner in. Senesi again goes close. Cataldi another corner in. Senesi again. He can't even get his head on the ball this time. Braff pulls it back. Cataldi, Braff, Cataldi, Davis with a strike. It's not his best effort. Let's put it that way. We've had so many opportunities to kill this tie, which we have not managed to do. Oh, John Joe Kenny's given the ball away very, very sloppy. Lavia pulls it back, and Graham's in. He's scored. He's offside, though. Definitely offside. That would, yeah, well, I'm hoping he is. Let's hope VAR helps us out with this one. It is definitely offside. Still remains 2-0 overall. Into the closing stages, it's still 0-0 and it's still 2-0 overall. We're looking like we're going to get the job done unless we muck it up from this position. It's obviously possible, but we're generally speaking quite good at seeing games out. Generally speaking, ball's been put forwards straight to the goalkeeper. A goal back for Rangers now is a problem. There's still 2 minutes of normal time-ish, but the ball's been given straight away by the goalkeeper. A goal for us would totally seal it. Balde off the bench, goes for the shot. It's a weak effort. Into the final few seconds of injury time, though, I think we're going to do it. Surely we're going to do it. There's no way they're getting 2 goals back here now. I mean, they did rescue a Scottish Cup final against us once, and they've nearly scored, but it's not gone in, and that is surely going to be the final whistle in a few moments' time. It's there. It's done. It's 0-0. It's 2-0 overall. Rangers are beaten again. Steven Gerrard is beaten again, and we are through. Well done, boys. Very good professional performance. Outstanding from Speck as well. Incredible save from him to keep us in. If they'd scored that, then, well, things could have been very, very different, but luckily they were not. Dave Samber's not scored for a while, which is a bit of a concern. 8 games without a goal. Dave, mate. Dave, sort it out, mate. Sort it out, will you? Honestly. Not what I expect from him. But anyway, what a performance that was. We'll stay for the Europa League draw for the next round. Well, obviously all the Europa League group winners get put in now, so Spurs join. There's more difficult teams, but let's just see who we get, and let's just see what we do. Sevilla out first. They will play Southampton. We are out next, and we will play Dynamo Kiev, which is decent. Obviously, they did knock us out of Champions League qualification last season. It was our sort of biggest choke of really the save so far. Threw away a 3-0 lead, but I'm confident that with a full strength side, we will be able to see them off quite easily. There's the rest of the draw. Repeat of the Champions League semi-final between Ajax and Spurs. But this is how things are looking as far as next time is concerned. And it's awkward. The Dutch Cup is an awkwardly placed competition because obviously we'll be back next time for the Dutch Cup semi-final against FC Utrecht or Utrecht. I've used both pronunciations today. And then we will certainly do the first leg. Ideally, we'll do both legs of Dynamo Kiev. Ideally, we will. Hopefully, we'll be able to do that. And then, we're getting towards the end of the season. Things are certainly hotting up, and with the league looking really good as well. It could be a very, very exciting end to proceedings at Feyenoord. Of course, it will be our final season. We will not be staying with no Dutch Cup or not. We will definitely be leaving in the summer. But anyway, thank you very much for watching. Make sure you leave a like. Make sure you subscribe as well. And I will see you next time for more crucial games.